Good morning, everyone. This morning, as you can probably tell, we are going to use our glimmer system and the October glimmer plates along with speckled aura, which came in October. It's a beautiful glimmer there. And we are going to create a Christmas card. Not hard to do, have the machine heated up. So let's get our white cardstock here, and we are going to lay a piece of foil, which I've already cut to size, on it. And then I am going to place this face down on top. There we go. Oh, I've cut it a bit big, but hopefully we won't have, you know what, I'm going to trim because I don't want over foiling. So I will just do a quick trim here. And I never even get rid of my smallest pieces because sometimes I'll speckle a word or glimmer a word and then use the smallest pieces to do the dot on an eye or something. You just never know. So hang on to your pieces. They are gold, literally. So let's place this down here like so. Let's place this on top. And let's use our pink tape to put it in place. And then we'll put it on the machine, which, like I said, I've already heated up. So now we are just going to grab this and very carefully, because it is extremely hot, pull this over. This is not a machine that a child can use on their own, okay? So if you're using it with the grandchild, please be, or your kids, please be sure that you are supervising. Let's lay this down right, oh, sorry guys, gotta go the other way. Right there like that. Put this on top. Oops, get rid of that. And hit the timer button. And once the timer is done, we get to roll it through our die cut machine, which I am just going to use over on the other desk because I have other projects set up on our main desk there. There we go. When using this Spellbinder's foil system, the glimmer system, you want to be sure that your timer has stopped flashing before you remove it. And there we go, it has stopped flashing, and I will now go and carefully run it through, whoops, my system. I'll be right back. Let go. There we go, just turning it through. Oh. Here we go. Right back in there. And let's have a look. When using this system, on first purchase, you receive a magnetic wand, I call it. I'm not sure what the technical term is. You want to use it to pick up that hot plate. Whoops. Oh, why isn't my wand working today? There we go. And drop. Okay. Our system is still ready to go. So I'm just going to move it back here. And we will now get the second part of our glimmer done. So here we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? Liking it. Now don't get rid of this. There is always a use for it. Alrighty, now I am going to grab this. Whoops. No. Okay, that's fine. Shoot. Okay. Line it up here. And what you want to do is first line this up. Is it cooled off enough to touch? Oh yeah, okay. And you want to just kind of put it the way that you like it. Okay, so I am going to go with maybe this direction? No. Going to go with it like so. Just like so. I may have a bit of overfoiling right here, but I will show you how I deal with it. Okay, I want to make sure that I fill this all in. So there we go. Even if I go over a bit there, there is a trick. So let me get this laid down where I want it. Then we lay this one down. And we grab our tape again. And I think I will grab a fresh piece also. And we put it on here. 1, 2, 3 down. We put our cover on. And we push the timer button. And away it goes on its little countdown. And then I'm going to cut it out and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I discovered why my little magnetic pickup wand wasn't working. There was a nail magnetized to the end. Not sure where that came from. Welcome to the craft room. Okay guys, there is a couple of tricks to fixing my spot, and I will show you in just a moment what I mean by that. I want to get this off. Grab my wand. Hot, hot, hot. And I will put it over there. Now, let's do the peel and reveal. I wasn't worried so much about lining it up because I'm cutting my card base right out of it, right there. So lining it up, not such a big deal. This little part, not such a big deal. Why? Because I can, number one, scrape it a little bit to get it off. Number 2, I can color a little bit extra there. Number 3, I could put my sentiment there. There is a method to prevent this, and it's called the hinge method. I have not practiced it enough yet to actually use it on camera. So once I do that, I will show you how it is done. And it will simply mean that you hinge your plate so that you lift it up, put your foil under, put it down, and that way you don't get foil over parts that it doesn't need to be. Alrighty, let's get this ready to go again because we have one more piece to glimmer. So we might as well do it all at once. Right? I agree. So we'll put it there. And we'll place our Merry Christmas. Okay? There we go. And got a shock. I can think the puppy laying behind me, the thing there on my chair, the little black blob that you guys may or may not be able to see if I move. You can't see him, he blends too well, but Charlie is asleep right behind me. Charlie scared us to death last night and took a tumble. Our beds are the kind that you can sit up, so the mattresses go up to sit, and it's high, and Charlie is mini, and he went to jump, but as he jumped, his paws scrambled on the quilt, and the quilt slid, and Charlie fell backwards straight onto his spine on the floor. There was a little bit of yelping, and then he ran and hid in his kennel, poor boy. But he's fine this morning. Soon as the food came out, he was ready to rock. So once again, we're ready. We're going to lay this on here. I'm going to lay it the other way. Sorry, guys. I prefer plate on there. Put this on top and hit our timer. And as soon as our timer is solid, we will be ready to go. So that is what you get when the sentiment has been foiled, and isn't it lovely? Here, let's go back. Merry Christmas. So I am going to cut that out, cut out our layer with our Christmas lights, and I'll be right back. So guys, you know how I'm always saying Spellbinders thinks of us and thinks of everything? Look at this. This is where our glimmer plates go, and they've marked out exactly where they should be on the plastic holder, and it also allows you to know how many you should have, which is awesome. So this is how the Merry Christmas turned out. I'll bring it up for you. Let me grab the card base I will be using so that it will be easier to see it. Okay, so there it is against the red, so it can stand out more and you can see it. So let's go ahead, make sure that our card is opening the right way, and we are going to do this. Now, whoops, maybe this way. Have to decide which way I like it. Let's go this way. This is an A2 card. 4 by 5 1/4 is your layer. We're just going to line it up to the center. There you go. And then you really can't tell where it foiled over a little bit, but you can always do this and place your sentiment right over the top. So right now I have some colors here that I picked out of my variety of pens, and I'm just going to go ahead and, whoops, come on, color these light bulbs very gently. And that way I have some color to my card. Okay? I have so many alcohol markers that I have not invested in the ones from Spellbinders. So if you have, I am sorry, but I can't give you the numbers. I am using Chameleon YG3, which is the Spring Metal. I am using Chameleon RD4, which is Crimson Red. Oops. I am going to color just one of each color on screen. Then I will pause and come back when they're all colored. But this way you get to see what the colors look like and if they're the ones that you want to use if you have these markers or similar. This one is YO3 and it is Warm Sunset. There we go. It's kind of an orange. And then, because my blues are dried out in my Chameleons and I haven't ordered new ink, I have the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend, what is this? Ice Blue. So that is the one I am going to be using. Oh, I think I'll go for the darker. There we go. I have a selection of markers because a couple I won in a draw. I won my Chameleon sets in a draw. I won my Spectrum Noir Sparkle set in a draw. And then these ones, the tri-blends, I had bought on my own. So here we go. There is our 4 colors. So I'm going to finish coloring them in and I'll be back. Okay guys, I've got my coloring all done. And with the foil, doesn't that look gorgeous? So I have decided that I want to do a belly band. And I want it to break up my card a little and to help my Merry Christmas stand out. I'm going to stick with the white. I'm trying to go very simple and basic. Okay. Now, that being said, I am going to take my red and I am going to help my belly band stand out just by going along like this. Go slow. You don't need to rush it. Just going along the outside. Oops, see what happens when you rush? You end up turning it over to use the other side. So once again, this is just going to help the white not blend quite so much into the background. And this is the same red that we used for our lights. There we go. That's simple, and now look. It helps it to stand out a bit. So now you have basically that. So let's get it put together. Where did I drop my tape runner? Oh. We are going to first glue this on so that it has time to dry, and I'm just going to use zip glue, and just like so in little dots. Now, sometimes I get the question, Leslie, why do you leave your mistakes in the videos? And I'm going to be honest with you. Any crafter, beginner, medium, or expert, we all make mistakes. And how do we learn but to learn from our mistakes? So if I make a mistake and I share it with you, hopefully you have learned from it and don't make the same mistake. Hopefully it leads to conversations, tips, and tricks. And remember, perfection, in my book anyway, is definitely overrated. These are handmade with love. We put our time and effort in. Mistakes will happen. They are part of crafting. You roll with it and you make it work. As simple as that. So let's do this. Next, while that one dries, does not take the zip glue from Walmart long to dry, which is awesome because we all want to move on to our next projects, right? Oops. And let's get this laid down. As best we can. I just love this glimmer foil. It is just gorgeous. All right, and we are ready for this now. Now keep in mind you could put a lot more layers, do a lot more, but this one is going in the mail, so simple is the best for it. Simply straightforward. And we're going to line this up and press. And look at that, guys. We are all done. So there we go. One simple Christmas card. On the inside, oops, sorry, I will add another layer of white and my sentiment, or I usually write to the person on the inside. So it's more personalized. Now, if you do not have a glimmer hot foil system, that is just fine. Other items come to you, which include, of course, excuse me, if you don't want to buy the glimmer hot foil system, don't forget that you could, if you wanted, get the stencil of the month, and that has the light bulbs, and they would be perfect behind, or Christmas bulbs, sorry. They would be perfect behind here, done as a stencil with the Merry Christmas. All right. What else could you do? If you get, sorry, the 3D or 2D normal embossing folders, You could use them as your backgrounds and just put Merry Christmas. I am showing you simple cards, easy to mail, and hopefully not breaking the bank on postage. So guys, I hope you liked this simple card. I know I really did. I will put my sentiments inside, get it addressed and mailed away. Usually on my envelope, I will put maybe a little line of Christmas lights, top and bottom, so that, it's got some matching Christmas cheer. Take care, guys, and we'll craft again soon. Bye.